It was good, everybody. I want to go live and talk about this upcoming schedule. And, Dak speaking about his injury and being the leader of the team that's playing the quarterback position. I'm gonna let a couple folks get up in here, man. We're gonna, just want to talk about that shit, man. What y'all think Dak gonna lead us to the playoffs this season? Just want to talk about that shit, man. What y'all think? Turn this down. Yeah, there we go. What up with everybody? What up? What y'all think we gonna do with this schedule? Let me bring the schedule up on the screen real quick. Let me see. There we go. Man, who heard Dak on that interview? I mean, on that not that interview, but that press conference he was at. Same press conference he was at talking about we close to the Eagles. This guy here. Let's see. A real fan, what's happening, man? What it do? If Dak was such a great leader, why wasn't he one when they apparently had bad coaching, which is false? Yeah. I'm gonna play that. Hold on. Let me play that clip, man. Let me see if I can play that clip. Easy. Oh shit. But yeah, man. He claimed he's supposed to be the leader. But nah. Don't be talking like the leader. Let me see what this dude talking about right here. Excuse me. Hold up.
Lose Cooper and then get.
Yeah, I don't know if I could ever put a value on what Cooper Rush has meant to me throughout my career, honestly. The only year he wasn't my backup was the year I got hurt within 5 games. So you're talking about it in my rookie year. But you're talking about a guy that approaches the game the right way, is a real man off the field, is a true leader in just what he does and the way that he walks, that Baltimore is getting a hell of a guy to add to that quarterback room and to be a leader for that team. So looking forward to what he can do and bring them. And then for the young guys or for our guys, whether it be Will Grier or Joe Milton, pushing everybody and getting better. So I've already worked with Will for years, knowing his mindset and the gains, and just talking to JT about how good he's looked this offseason. I'm excited to add Joe to the room, and I know Will as well. And if there's another one that gets added in this meantime, it's all about elevating our game as the leaders, as the quarterback position, to make.
There you go. Ain't that what he said? As being a quarterback, you got to be the leader, bro. Your leadership been garbage, bro. Your leadership been garbage. I don't know what he talking about. But then people want to get on, content creators like me and Breezy and Big Country. When we talk about giving him most of the credit, it's because he's the leader. He's the leader. Real fan. They blame the Joneses for being bad GMs because they are bad at contracts and don't sign players. That's not the only aspect of being a GM. It's knowing when to go all in. Yeah. No, they expect him to go all in on every year, on every player that's available all the time. And that's not going to work. I really want to know, you know what I'm saying? I kind of this draft that's coming up, man. Real fan. I want to see, how they gonna go in this draft, man. That's gonna be a lot determining what we're gonna do versus these teams coming up on this schedule. I think we playing like 7 or 8 playoff teams. So to me, it's gonna be crucial how we go into this draft, man. And I think, like I keep saying, we need to go D tackle in this draft. You know, I've been seeing and hearing they still trying to go get a running back or a wide receiver at number 12. I don't think that's gonna be a good idea. Mm-mm. I don't think that 12th pick on no I won't say wasted, but I think it's too early for they saying we got a lot of positions that's critical that we need to attack, but I think D tackle, that D line is most critical that we need to attack. And I think the way it's looking, they just went and got another O lineman. I don't think they're gonna look at O line in the first round. I don't think they're gonna look at O line until like the 4th round. The way it's looking to me. And shit, I don't see us that O line. To me, we need good ass. We need B+ players at O line. We got a lot of, as Big Nate Newton would say, we need some B+ players on that O line. We got a bunch of C and C- players. That's why I think we need to really go heavy on the trenches. But looking like they want to save that Prescott and try to give him every weapon on the outside at the skill position. But having a D tackle, that could be a weapon too, though. You know what I'm saying? Getting 2 hogs in the middle, that could be a weapon. Getting some maulers on the O line, that could be a weapon too. Weapons ain't just skill position. But that's what they're trying to make it out to be to me. That's what it sounds to me because all they looking at is wide receiver and running back. That's all they talk about. That's all these Dak fanboy slurpees talk about. Wide receiver and running back. Nah, to me, that ain't going to get it. Mm-mm. Real fan. I've seen fans begging for Genty and the wide receiver in the first with the first 2 picks when the trenches are most important. Chiefs and Eagles showed us that. I don't understand. It's over and over again. And then when you see and the same thing too, real fan. When you point out to them Dak sucked in the playoffs and that's why we lost, they'll turn around and say it was the defense that couldn't stop the run. They say that for the Rams game, the Niners game, except for the one in 22 when the defense balled on the Niners and that number 1 offense in 2022. But most of the losses we get that we have had, they blame it on the defense. But then they don't want to do nothing with the trenches. They want to go skill position first. Building the team from the outside in instead of building the team inside out. That's what's going to get us to the playoffs and beyond. Deep in the playoffs, like NFC Championship playoffs. This trying to get Dak weapons to show his quarterback prowess, that's not going to work. They're already talking about limiting his touches. You the quarterback and the leader of the team, as he said he was, the leader of the team, being paid the most. Why they got to limit his touches on the ball? He's supposed to be get the ball handed off so Dak can only do something with the ball 25 times and the rest of it need to go to the running back. But we paying this guy $60 million? Bro, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm going to look at some of this schedule, man. Look at some of this schedule. Okay. So hold on. Let me. All right. All right. All right. So we had Carolina the first game of the season. Is this okay? Yeah, this is a regular season. This ain't no preseason or nothing. So we had Carolina. Bryce Young coming back starting. I'm just looking at the schedule as far as what we got on the team, including, before the draft. Just looking at the schedule, like, as of now, before the draft, predicting what we might look like. You know what I'm saying? And how the teams did last year and what they have done in free agency, possibly to change the teams. But just looking at it like this, said Carolina, I think that's a W. Chicago going up against what's the quarterback name, young boy out of USC? He started to come on later in the season. So he might be able to, you know what I'm saying? That might be a tough game right there, because then that be going up against a quarterback that at least can goddamn, ball and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hungry Heifer. What's up? The way it's looking, we can win 7 to 8 games, maybe sneak into the playoffs. Shit. I'm like 7, man. That's to me. To me, I'm at 6 or 7, and I don't see us making the playoffs, unfortunately, as we stand here, because Dak was talking about him being healthy and feeling good and all this shit, but we do remember when he was before the season started last season, this is what he was doing, and this was after his injury. You know what I'm saying, from 2020, and he still got a boot on. Like, shit, man, hey, that's not looking too good. He just coming off this hamstring off the bone, and we supposed to think he gonna come back full strength, healthy, like he ready to ball. I don't agree. I think he gonna be hampered with this injury. He talking about he could be out there running. He gonna be a dual threat running the ball. Hell no, he ain't gonna be no dual threat. Hell, before the injury, he couldn't run. You think he gonna be better running now? I don't think so. Yeah. Who got the Giants? Now the Giants might be kind of formidable this year. They got Russell starting at quarterback. They're gonna better quarterback play. They need to go offensive line, though. The Giants need to go O-line in the draft. They go O-line in the draft because they got a defense. They got weapons on the outside. That's a division game. So I think we'll beat Carolina. I think we'll beat Chicago. The Giants, I don't know, man. They might be a little tougher this season. I don't know, bro. Then we go with the 3 divisional games right back to back to back. Ooh, that's looking crucial right there. Yeah, Caleb Williams. Yeah, there you go, real fan. My Caleb Williams. My bad. I ain't mean to do him dirty like that. Sean, what's up, bro? What up, JB? Dak sucks. We know it. You know it. Yeah, the real fan. Not even Howie would be able to turn this team into a Super Bowl champion, especially with Dak and his contract. Nope. Yeah, Caleb Williams. Right. But shit, it seems like Kalen would have a good coach to work with. Yeah. That's why I think, what I'm saying, that game right there might be kind of tough. So I think we get Carolina, Chicago. Even though I still think we might get them, it's gonna be a tough game. If Dak throw picks, oh man, shit. Man. We play the Eagles at home. I think we'll split with the Eagles. I think we'll split with Washington. Matter of fact, I think we might split with the whole division. Straight up. Danny Savage, what's up? Sean saying a lot will come down to Dak. I think. Yeah, man, it's always gonna come down to him. Most definitely. Danny Savage, Dak is doomed. Sean said, I will be jumping up and down the day Dak off this roster. Man, I seen somebody make a comment on one of them lives. I don't know, guy with Sports Junkie or whatever, but said the Dak haters going to realize that Dak Prescott was the one that made this team look better. I was like, you got to be joking. You got to be joking. Daddy said, Dak runs like old people hump. That's what I said. What is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? What is he talking about? He's gonna be. He's feeling even healthier now, and he was saying that he realized that he's gonna have to run more, adding the run element to his game. It's gonna be more beneficial to him playing the position now. I was like, dude, you could run before. Shit. What you mean? What you talking about? It's gonna be, man. Please get out of here. Leon L. What up? What up? We need Leo File and Sanborn to play well. LB course low key is in shambles. Yeah, but Leon, but if we go to me in that draft, man, and prioritize the D line, especially at D tackle, that can help the linebackers we got. You know, because I think Lil File good. They say Stanboard is just a mental nut that he know where to be at on every position. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the other linebacker we got from Tennessee, you know what I'm saying? I heard pretty much good things about those guys. So I'm thinking, we go heavy D line in that draft. That could help them linebackers out that we got. And overall, it'll help the secondary too. Yeah, honestly, the real Dak fanboys are mad that Lamar got MVP in 2023 over Dak. Lamar earned it for his play on the field. Exactly. And that's a lot of things them Dak fanboys run to. They run to his stats. They run to his statistics in the regular season and try to compare that to play on the field when it matters the most. Stats don't win championships. Play on the field at crucial times to win championships. So I don't know what they be talking about, you know what I'm saying, with that bullshit. That really don't matter to me. Shit, I think it really matters to a lot of people. Hungry heifer. I get we supposed to support our starters, but it's the same story with him playing bad when it matters. Yeah. It's the same story every year. Every year, we'll get better. We'll get better, you know what I'm saying? We come in the off season, we come back, they say the same things. Oh, we just got to get better with our game. We just not got, the same old shit. Everything else has changed around the Cowboys team as far as coaching-wise on offense, defense, player-wise on offense and defense. The only person that's still there that ain't changed is Dak. He's the only one. I mean, damn, that's about common denominator right there. Like, shit, you can't see what's popping up. Where we going as far as elevating and not moving at all? But he said he's the leader. He's the leader. He said it out of his own mouth. And they talking about Michael Parsons' leadership. But I think the overall leadership is supposed to come from the quarterback because he's the most important player at the position, on the field, on the team. Like, yo, I don't know what's up. That's it. Corey B, what's up? What's up? Hungry heifer. When we lose, Dak stands out like a sore thumb, even in the regular season against a hot team. Yes. Yes. Every time. See, that's where I'm coming from with my critique with this guy. That's where I'm coming from with my critique with this guy. Shit. Excuse me. So goddamn, we got the Giants, Philadelphia, Washington. Like I said, I think we will split with those teams. I think we even gonna split with the Giants. I mean, it's a possibility we might huh, man. I hope we don't get swept by none of them boys. Man, I think, what if we get swept by the I don't think we'll get swept by the Giants because I don't think they on Philly and Washington's level yet. But they can surprise some people. But sweeping us, I don't know. But it's possible we could get swept by the by the Eagles and the Commanders. God damn. That shit is very possible. Then we play Green Bay. We got Jordan Love coming back. Ain't no telling they gonna probably be better. He got 2 years under his belt. He comfortable with playing us. Shit. Mm-hmm. Hell, we probably could take an L against that team. Man, that's why I'm saying this. Boy. Then we got Minnesota. I don't know what JJ McCarthy gonna be ready to play that quarterback position. Yeah, he coming off that injury, but they got a good team around him. I think he might be good though. I think JJ McCarthy might be good with the Vikings even coming off that injury though, because he was showing some flashes in preseason last year. So yeah, I think he might. You never know. Shit, he might come in there and do what Bo Nix did with the Broncos. Shit, and Arizona, for some reason, they always beat us. We know our nightmare. Man. Shit, they just smacked us what? Last year before last, I mean. Was that last year? No, yeah, that year before last. Arizona smacked us, ran all over us. And that's what I'm talking about, D tackle. We need to stop the run. That game against Arizona. Shit. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm reading some of y'all comments. I'll pass by them motherfuckers. Hold up. My bad. Hold on, who we got? Oh, the real fan. People on G's channel try to say teams like the Giants, Steelers, and Saints will give up 2 number ones for that because there's no one better. I take my chances on the cheap young rookie. Yeah. Man, that dude G is a Slurpee, man, for real. He's the king of Dak Slurpees, man. I swear, dog. He's the king of Dak Slurpees, man. He's the dude talking about Dak is the most smartest quarterback in the league. He's the most cerebral quarterback. I'm like, dude, if you, man, yeah, I had to make a video about that shit, bro. That shit was ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. Sean Sharon, Dak Prescott always poops his pants in the playoffs and versus teams above 500. It's evident, man. We done seen that same story over and over again. It, like I was trying to say, even his press conferences, he tend to, if you listen to him, he say the same shit in his press conferences, no matter what the fuck he be talking about. And it's what's crazy is every season they get ready to come up, it's about him coming back and being healthy. But they say he not injury prone. The hell he ain't. Shit. Real fan. I'm sure Kellen Moore don't want to be blamed for Dak's bad play again. Hell no, he don't. And that's what I'm saying. And then and Cooks went back over to the Saints. Yeah, they salary cap shitty, but give Kellen Moore a couple years. Give him a couple years, bro. I think Derek Carr gonna be able to run them option routes that they blamed on Dak. You know what I'm saying? For playing pitiful in 2022. No, that was just Dak couldn't goddamn run that shit, bro. That's what that was. Sean saying, I wonder if Dak will fake another injury if he plays like crap. Yo, it's fucking possible, Sean. Because I still don't believe in that injury, man. I'm sorry, I still don't believe in that injury. Corey B, when you're the QB for the Cowboys, you're going to get the praise and the smoke. You're going to get both, man. That's just being the that's just being the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, bro. That's just what it is. But he say pressure is privilege. That's what Dak Prescott say. Pressure is privilege. He can't handle that pressure though, bro. He can't handle that pressure. Mm-mm. Sean Sharon, I think 7 to 8 wins is realistic. Yeah, 7 to 8 wins. I think that's realistic. But you got some Dak fanboys saying we going to the playoffs. Oh, the free agency was the bomb. Oh yeah. Oh, we got Schottenheimer. He's gonna come in. He's doing different things. Oh shit, I think we can get 10, 11. Yeah, we can make the playoffs. Oh, we in the playoffs. Telling you, man. These folks think we got a good ass team that we're gonna be running shit. I don't see that. I don't see that shit. No. Sean Sharon, Arizona is our kryptonite. We haven't beat them in years. Nope. And they always spank us, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is, man. We can even in the '90s with Troy Aikman, Eminem, we could, if for somehow somebody, so they would beat us then. It's like they got our number, bro. It's just like that. You just got to give it up to their ass. They just fucking got our number. We usually use to the Packers. Yeah, but more so Arizona, bro. Willy Wonka, what's happening? JB been waiting for you, bro. Yes, sir, man. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going nowhere. Shit. No, sir. No, sir. Real fan. What they don't think about is they have to give Dak top money as well as giving up those draft picks for Dak. Yeah, but they still thinking we got the money. Oh, you know they don't. They done restructured Dak. They done restructured CD. Oh, we got the money. Let's go get Devontae Adams. Why we can't get Devontae Adams? That's it. Sean saying Derek Carr has potential, has a major shoulder injury. Oh shit. For real? Damn. I thought I might have seen something like that, but I wasn't too sure what they was really talking about. So I didn't even really look into it. But damn, is he gonna damn, that's gonna potentially mess up that duo, but hey, we'll see. But don't they still got Taysom Hill? Shit. Don't they still got Taysom Hill goddamn the Swiss Army knife and shit? Drew, what up, Drew? Hey, the Dak lover, angry Cowboy fan is going to start banning people if you don't support Dak. Sounds like a man crush to me. He gonna start banning people, man. Bro, I don't know. It's like you can't have your own opinion about the team you follow. If you don't praise Dak, then you need to find another team. If you say you criticize and talk about the game, then you don't know football. Like, man, come on, man. Shit. Official music. What up, official famous music? But when you're the QB and the fraud, where you get players criticize you because you get the glory and you're not like that. See, y'all notice when when the Cowboys win games, no matter what happened in that game, as long as we win, they will always give Dak the credit, regardless. Whenever we win, no matter what happened in that game, if the defense scored 34 points and Dak only mustered up 2 field goals, they'll say Dak won the game. They'll give him the credit then, bro. Oh shit. Shaw said, believe it or not, I think Shotty is an upgrade over Mike McCarthy. Shit, Brandon Cook said he was still going to keep some of McCarthy's shit and just sprinkle some of his shit on it. But I'm like, what does Schottenheimer have got when he wasn't even calling plays? I mean, he wasn't dictating running the ball then either. Because we didn't run the ball those 2 years. He was a offensive coordinator under Mike McCarthy. Shit. And he going to keep some of Mike McCarthy shit? What is that going to do for us? That's the same. So basically, he's going to be running Mike McCarthy offense, which Dak really, he was playing like shit, going 3-5, 11 touchdowns, 8 picks. Boys on goddamn pace to goddamn lead the league in interceptions again. Shit, I don't know about that one. We usually lose to Denver too. Yeah, Denver too. Real fan. Packers and Saints showed Dak was a fraud in 2019 after beat the Giants, Washington, and the Dolphins. Yeah, because we end up going 8-8 and getting beat by the Eagles backups and win and go to the playoff or go take your ass home. We had all our starters. We playing against fucking 5th and 6th stringers, and all he can muster up is goddamn 9 points. You fucking kidding me? You fucking kidding me? Hungry heifer. I do think our O-line can be good run blocking team if we get a stud running back in the draft. I don't know. Some people say you can mix and match. You get a good running back with an average offensive line, but just because you got a good running back, it'll be good. But I'm pro having some maulers in the run game on the offensive line, regardless if you got a dynamic running back or not. Because bottom line to me, that offense will make that running back. I think that that A1 running back would just add the icing on the cake. But it was like what Denver used to have. You could put any motherfucking running back behind that Denver O-line back in the day. Now, if I don't think he's going to be able to bring that type of run game, but with that running game that Denver used to have, you damn near could put who used to have Clinton Portis, Terrell Davis, I can't remember the other kind of running backs that was coming out of Denver at that time. But shit, all them running backs that used to come out of Denver, Denver used to run that rock. My bad. I skipped some. Sean Sharon, JB, I think we are having salmon tonight for dinner at my house tonight. Shit, man, I just had salmon last night, bro. I had salmon last night, bro. I'm a beast with that salmon, bro. Sean said maybe they draft Jackson Dart, JB. Man, I don't really see him drafting the quarterback now because they wouldn't sign Milton. So I'm like, they wouldn't trade it for Milton. So I don't really see them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I don't really see them, drafting the quarterback. See, because to me, with that's not even because I would think they would do that to let Dak know, like, yo, you need to get your shit together, bro. You need to get us, past this first round shit, man. Real. So I'm saying I'm not a big fan of Dak at all. I'm not a Dak hater. I'm a Dak realist. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm saying, JB, are you on X? I opened up an account like I don't know a couple months ago. I ain't really been like doing no real posting on it yet. So, but yeah, I think I should be on X on there. Let me see something. Yeah, I think I'm on there. Yeah. The real fan. Mark Holmes had emasculated his male viewers when we don't think Dak is that guy and said his women viewers know more about football. Man, please. DC Big Osa, what's happening, bro? My dude JB, what's popping? What I miss? you know, shit. Dak talking about being a quarterback, you the leader of the team. He ain't showed nothing about that. We talking about that schedule too, man. How we looking coming out? You know what we gonna think about? What's going on with the schedule? Matter of fact, let me pop that shit back up here. Look, my bad. Let's see. Let's see what we talking about. What was that? Oh, Green Bay and the Vikings and the Cardinals. Oh, we got the Chiefs. Oh, we playing the AFC West. So goddamn, we got the Chiefs, San Diego, Broncos, who all talking about that run game. And the Raiders, yes, sir. We got the AFC West. So yeah. We still gotta see what Kansas City going. Now this gonna be regardless. This gonna be a matchup. Where they playing at? This gonna be at AT&T Stadium. So what you gonna do, Dak? What is this? What y'all think this guy gonna do against goddamn Kansas City, bro? Shit. Oh, that's gonna be a good game. See, these the type of games in the regular season that be like, you know, like playoff atmosphere type games. This game, this game, the Chargers, the Broncos, and Detroit. Those 4 games, shit, they turn around. All these games right here gonna be like games like, you know what I'm saying, regular season playoff atmosphere type games. Well, that's where Dak be failing, man. See, man, the pressure, man. To me, it's just going all the way back to the pressure with this guy. And I just don't, you know. So I'm thinking, shit, damn, that's back to back to back to back. That's what I'm thinking, man. This seven wins is that's gonna be even damn pushing it. Because the thing is, our division is gonna be even tougher. So we play in the division twice, and then coming out of the division, the division, we're playing tough teams. Detroit gonna be a tough team. The Raiders got Geno Smith. They're gonna be a tough team. The Broncos, Bo Nix, they went to the playoff. It's gonna be a tough team. The Chargers, man, bro. This shit is looking serious. Corey B. I like to see Joe Milton the third getting to take over. Well, they say he got all the tools, you know what I'm saying, stuff, you know, getting down decision making and accuracy. If he can be groomed, but I'm like, who's going to groom him? How is he going to be groomed? And a lot of learning football is actually playing, getting them live shots. So who we got back there that's going to groom him, though? That's my thing. The real fan, look at what was Barkley with the Giants and with the Eagles. It shows what a great O-line can do. That's exactly to my point, real fan. You can have a Saquon Barkley back there, but if that O-line ain't no maulers in the run game, it don't matter because Saquon. What changed about Saquon? We all knew he was a good-ass running back, but what was the difference of his success? It's fucking evident. I don't understand it. Sean said, JB, do you remember it when the division was on versus the Eagles and Wentz outplayed that with Wentz playing with? Yeah, that was the 2019 year when we went 8-8 after beating the Giants, the Redskins, and the Dolphins. Yep. And it was a win, you get into the playoffs, lose, you take your ass home, and we lost. Hungry Heifer, Mike Anderson had a great years with Denver. Yep. Sure did. And we played them this year. Drew, what up, Drew? Unless unless the back is Bo Jackson, Eric Dixon, Adrian Peterson, you take the great linemen. They want weapons to appear Dak not to build. Yeah, to appease Dak not to build a team. Yeah, so them exceptional generational talents right there, bro. Even like Barry Sanders, he had a terrible O line. But when you gonna get some Barry Sanders, some Adrian Peterson, some Eric Dickersons, some Bo Jacksons? Shit. Ain't none of them coming, so we need to build that whole line, goddamn. Shit. Sean said, I meant Saints after Carr got hurt for Dart. Okay. Yeah. That's true. They should get him. Yeah, that would be a good pick for them. My bad. Yeah. You're right, Sean. That would make a lot of sense for them too. Yeah, it would. The real fan getting the QB high in the draft doesn't make sense since Dak was signed to the big contract. Now, I would say high, but I think kind of next year they probably might look into that. But I still think we should goddamn, start now trying to, getting a real bona fide backup that could take over and be, a starter for us. Yeah, I do believe that. DC Big Osa. Oh, okay. I believe it or not, I believe they can win 9 games this season. It's possible, but I'm stuck around that 6 or 7, man. I'm stuck around that 6 or 7. Sean said, only 12 days until the draft day. Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier today. Yes, sir. Well, we really gonna see what they gonna do, man. And I'm kind of like, man, they go draft a wide receiver or running back in the first round. And I really don't think we should have to do that, man. I really don't think that, man. Hungry Heifer. Also, Hurts had a big part why Barkley was so great. Yeah, that too. They want to give it. They want to give it all to Saquon, and they want to diss Kellen Moore at the same time, talking about all he got to do is just hand the ball off to Saquon. He ain't no real offensive coordinator. But when the chips was on the table in the Super Bowl, it was Kellen Moore. Excuse me. It was Kellen Moore and Jalen Hurts that ultimately got that W for the Eagles in the Super Bowl. I'm not taking nothing for the defense, but they still had to form a plan without a running game. And they executed that shit. And that's why I don't like how they be dissing Jalen. I know he had Eagles, but I'm a fan of the game of football. So if I see somebody doing good at the position, I gotta give him credit. I just can't be like a hater, like just because he on another team. Now, when it comes to us getting ready to play that team, it's on. But just being a football, I'm a sports fan, period. Shit. So if I see somebody that's playing good, I can't hate on them because my quarterback couldn't do the shit. You know what I'm saying? Basically having some of the same teams he's had and couldn't get it done. I'm not gonna do that. Are you kidding me? Official famous music. We freeze QBs out so Dak can fail us. The greatest loser. Yeah. They don't want to put no real competition back there because we all know Joe Milton need work. Just like Lance needed work. It's the same fucking situation. But what's different with Lance, at least he knew more of the offense. He probably could have matured faster. We should have put him in when goddamn Dak went down for the 8 games. That was dumb as hell not to. See, even with that. Corey B, our QB coach, hopefully can groom Milton the third, who is our QB. Hell, I don't know. To be honest, I don't even know. That's why I'm like, that's why I asked the question: who's going to be grooming him? Shit, we need to look into that. The real fan. Their excuses for the 2019 against the Eagles and Dak didn't get to practice. Yeah, he got to practice with the team all season. Right. Just more excuses. That's all. Hungry Heifer. When Dak supporters say Dak throwing in tight windows, also said he's not reading the defense correctly. Yeah, they look at it, they put it on the receivers. And they ran with that narrative when Troy Aikman said that shit. But go look at the film of that, man. I made a video about that, man. Dak was missing. Why he was late on throws, wide open receivers. He was just late on the throws, man. And it was showing even the offensive line was giving him good time and pockets to throw the ball. It was just his decision making and just his processing. He processing plays, pre-snap and post-snap. It's fucking terrible, man. That shit equate to throwing tight windows. Not that he's accurate and the receivers suck. Shit. Dak been a leader is overrated, man. 805 on. What up? It's fake news. Yes, sir. Hungry Heifer. What's the chances Overshown is ready week 1? I don't know, man. That's a good ass question right there. I don't know, Hungry Heifer. I hope he is ready because we're gonna need every able body we can, goddamn, to get out there and perform, man, to try to have a successful season. And I think Overshown was more of a leader on defense than Michael Parsons. If this guy can stay healthy, man, that's a weapon. We will have a surefire weapon on defense, bro. If this guy stay healthy, man, shit. Samuel Haynes. What's happening, Samuel? If Dak play all season 4-13. Hell, we was on pace for 3 and 5 in 8 games? So you damn near close. That'd be 6 and 10. Well, no, we got 17 and 6 and 11. So you only up by 2. You up by 2. DC Big Osa. You have to establish the trenches first. This is a brand new coaching staff who needs to set the tone of the entire team. Exactly. Mm-hmm. But they don't look at it like that. They want the glitz and glamour and the showtime at the position. But the thing is, we to be honest, we've had glitz and glamour and the shiny toys at the skill position. It was just the quarterback. That was the fucking problem. You give mostly any quarterback in this league the teams that Dak Prescott has had, man, at least one Super Bowl. I bet you at least one. And I'm thinking possibly multiple Super Bowls with the talent we've had around this guy. Are you kidding me? How you have 2 running backs like Zeke and Pollard at the same time? And you talking about he ain't had no running game? How you have Amari Cooper, Dez Bryant, CD, Cedric Wilson, Jason Witten, goddamn Ferguson, Jarwin, Schultz. I mean, fuck it. I could go on and on. It's the quarterback, goddammit. Samuel Haynes. You talking about Archie Manning next season? Like waiting to get in the bona fide? Yeah. Possibilities. I never really watched tape on him. I hear a lot of good things about him, but that's an example. I feel you. Official famous music. Remember last season I said it before it started, the NFL will force a bad season. Dak has been fortunate to have 3 good seasons out of 9. This year the league will embarrass him. He's going to embarrass himself. That's what's going to happen. The real fan, they complimented the Eagles for running Barkley despite getting stopped. Yet they say Barkley got Kellen the head coaching job. Bill started trying to run to the ball. Yeah, I seen that. But my whole thing with them talking about Kellen Moore and running the ball, Kellen Moore was running the ball with the Cowboys. If I'm not correct, we was top 10 and running the ball with Kellen Moore 3. what, 3 out of the 4 seasons he was here? Damn, I might be wrong, but it's something like that. Like 3 seasons, we was top 10 with running the ball with this guy. That's why I'm trying to get why they just said, you know, I don't get that one. I don't get that one real fan. I don't understand why they discredit this guy for running the ball. You know, just having Saquon didn't, you know, like he wasn't coming up with a scheme to run the ball when he was doing it with the Cowboys with the running backs we had. Drew, Hurts is a winner. Hurts does what needs to be done to win. Dak can only win a certain way. That's why those Dak supporters don't know real football. Yeah, he can only win a certain way by having goddamn number ones at every position on the field. He got to have the damn number one coach. He got to have the best coach in the league. The best coach. I mean, how many quarterbacks get the best coach? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that quarterback got to mirror that coach too now. So what if you have a great coach, but you got a sorry ass quarterback who can't execute what that coach demands? They talk about with Cooper Rush coming in the game, they dumb down the playbook for Cooper Rush, but I think most of the coaches have to dumb down the playbook for Dak. He plays like a backup. His effectiveness on the game is like always get it done, but just can't get over the hump. That's a backup. He'll win you some games, but then you got to think about the competition of the victories or the players in that game at that time that he played against. Come on, man. Sean saying, I think Overshawn will be ready in like November. Yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm doubting the start of the season in September, but I hope he can. But yeah, you might be right about that one, Sean. You're right about that one. I'm with you on that. Dak delusional fans, what's happening, dude? What it do, bro? Man, those receivers got to be rubber band to catch those passes. He's so off target. Yeah, man. Man, Gallup used to have to make them acrobatic catches with this guy, man, all the time. That's probably why they got into so much, man. He be getting the receivers killed too, man. He be getting them killed. Oh, the real fan. Why do you think McCarthy, Kellen, and Dan Quinn were successful in other places away from the Cowboys? That was the common denominator. But it's excuses when those coaches and players go to other teams and they be successful. It'd be excuses. That's just another excuse for the Dak fanboys, man. Shit. In other words, Samuel Haynes, I'm sick of Dak, bro. You keep it real. Hey, bro. That's how it's gonna be, man. I'm telling you. I'm staying on his throat, man, because people talking about my voice matters and what I say about the team should matter. And in my opinion, this is what we should do. Hey, my voice matters. In my opinion, this is what I think we should do. Get rid of his ass. And I'm gonna keep telling people he's the problem. Stop blaming Jerry. Stop blaming coaches that he should have. They want him to have Andy Reid as the head coach. They want to change the organization and the GM. They want him to have the Eagles GMs and owner. Like, dude, you just got to play ball, man. It ain't about all the coaching he didn't have, the GM he didn't have, the running back he didn't have, because they swear he should have got Derrick Henry when he was available. It ain't about all that. It's about him. It's about his poor play, his effectiveness on the football field. It's about that guy. Shit, how many times you got to change all these people? You got every position we change. It's what they call that at a job when you come in so fast and leave. What is that? What the hell was the word? I never forgot. Oh shit. Overturn. What is it? Is it overturn? You come into a job and so people come in just the hiring and firing just so rapid. We have so many people rapidly come through this organization with Dak's been here. I mean, come on, man. Dak delusional. You can't build a team to overcome Dak, the most important position on the team. Right. He's getting paid the highest, and he's the most valuable person on the team. He's playing the most important position. Look, he said it in that damn conference he had. I don't even know where it was. I played it earlier in the video, but he talking about he the leader of the team. Man, fuck out of here. Willy Wonka. I'm watching all of my brothers on here speaking facts about Trash Guy that I don't even have to add much anymore. It's a civil war between our fan base because of that bum Dak. Yeah, man. My thing is I'm trying to balance it out because there's so many Slurpees. If it's all Dak's fault, then if it's everybody else's fault, that can't be true. So y'all keep blaming everybody else. No, I got pushback. I got pushback. Can't be everybody else around this guy when he's had multiple Pro Bowlers. He's had more Pro Bowlers on the offensive line than most in his stint with the Cowboys. Well, his tenure here now. He's had way often in his season. As of late, it trickled down. But at those times when that window was open for him to perform, he's had the Pro Bowlers on the offensive line. He still couldn't do nothing with it. So, goddamn. We in trouble, bro, with this quarterback, bro. It seems like it don't matter what you do, who you get, who's coaching, who's playing, where it's at. This guy can't get it done. Samuel Haynes, for the last 30, it's been the QB, to be real. For the last 30 years, so ever since even Romo, shit, if I knew about YouTube create a channel, I'd be talking about Romo ass too. Even though I supported him, just like I supported Dak early on. I'll be saying the same thing about Romo choking, just like Dak Prescott choking. Even though we had the Chad Hensons and all them motherfuckers, the Quincy Carter, y'all know I got his jersey. I supported my quarterbacks who played for my team. But I could recognize when they ain't the answer either. Shit. Sean saying, JB, Dak Prescott fans aren't realist fans. Nope. We know that shit, man. No, they not. Not about the team as a whole. DC Big Osa. You ever notice that the Dak Slurpees never mention how well this new coaching staff might be or not? All I've been hearing is skill position, this, skill position, that. Well, to me, they already done put Shotty on a level where they think we're gonna make the playoffs. A lot of them think we're gonna make the playoffs, bro. In my opinion, I don't think we are. A lot of them really think we're going to win the playoffs. And that's some delusion in itself to me, Corey B. Steve Shimko is Dallas QB coach. Okay. I'm going to have to look him up and see what the fuck, what he about. I ain't never really heard that guy. Where he from, Corey B? Where he coached at? Who he was quarterback coach of? Hungry Heifer. You pulled that stats in 2019 was dysfunctional. 2019 was stacked. Yeah. That's the problem. He wasted. To me, that from the 2019 season up until this present past season was Dak's window. Because even started in 2019, that team was loaded, bro. That boy had weapons beyond weapons on that team. Sure the fuck did, Samuel Haynes. What has he ever won? He barely beat good teams in a regular season. And that's going to show this season, too, because we're playing let me go back up this book. Let me go back up there, bro. I think we played seven playoff teams from last season. Let's see. Eagles, let's see, 1, Washington, 2, Green Bay, 3, Minnesota, 4. The Arizona make? No, I don't think Arizona make. Kansas City, 5, Broncos, 6, Detroit, 7. Yeah, is that 7? The San Diego didn't make it. Nope. So like we playing 7 playoff teams. You know that Prescott had trouble against against playoff team, bro. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, my bad. Okay. Drew. The Cowboys can't get a great coach because he will remove. Yep. A great coach will see that shit like he's the problem. Like I said, they say they had to dumb down the playbook for Cooper Rush when he come in the game. These coaches that been coaching Dak Prescott had to dumb down the playbook for this guy. That be the problem. That's why the offense, when Cooper Rush come in, it looked like a totally different team. But they swear that the Dak Slurpee say they had to change the offense and dumb down the playbook for Cooper Rush. You notice they ran the ball more with Cooper Rush. No, I think because Cooper Rush playing affected the run game to where they understood that shit. We got to guard the whole field with Cooper Rush. Even though they say Cooper Rush said they good quarterback, they still respected Cooper Rush more than they did Dak Prescott. That's why them running lanes probably open up more because they knew they can't be down in the box like that. They can't crowd the line. They gonna have to play goddamn in second field. I mean, out in they're gonna have to spread that defense out. Shit, defense ain't gonna be able to crowd the line. That secondary can't. That secondary gonna have to respect Cooper Rush throwing the ball downfield. The real fans, something funny. Mark Son started to realize Dak isn't that guy. Mark brought up disowning his son. Son brought up Hurts and JD5. Mark says Hurts stats aren't good. See? They think stats supposed to win championships. That's not going to happen. That comes from your quarterback play. And we don't have good quarterback play when it matters most. Dak delusional. All great coaches have great That's what I was saying. That was my point. The quarterback got to come back with it with the coach, though. You know what I'm saying? You can have an Andy Reid, but if your quarterback can't come back with the coach, it don't matter. It doesn't matter, man. I was just saying that shit, bro. Samuel Haynes, Rush saved us twice. Yep. Twice. The real fan. About 21 passes a game, 18 TD passes, less than 3,000 yards for Hurts, Mark says. I mean, but he got the W's. They want to win. They want to lose pretty. I'll win ugly every game if I could get to the Super Bowl and win it. I'll win ugly all 17 games, get to the Super Bowl and win that motherfucker too. I'll win ugly. See, this goddamn. That's the that's the sickness that's with these guys that they have for Dak Prescott, bro. This shit is a sickness. Are you kidding me? DC Big Oso. Look how many coaches and players have been thrown under the bus because of Dak. But the Dak Slurpees of the world can't see that the shit can't see this shit for whatever reason. Yeah. Then they'll throw the trope. What have those coaches done since they left the Cowboys? But the only two I can really say they say that about is Carrot Top and Shanahan. I mean, what was it? What was not Shanahan, but what was it? Scott Linehan. But they was a little. I mean, Scott Linehan, he was a little older. He wasn't old, but he was, he did some offensive coordinator for some time. Shit, for a minute. Shit, he was at Detroit at one point, I believe. So just because the coaches wasn't Andy Reid and big time coaches that what I'm saying, that's been winning like what's the old dude with the young knight to coach the Patriots. See, that gotta have them damn kind of coaches for him to succeed. But then if you don't have that, then there's something else. Man, it's a fucking old ass story with this guy. Recurring story. Corey B. Gallup was smart. He got out of Dallas, not with the Commanders. Because why could he try to, you think he might would have tried to come back with the Cowboys? He wasn't wasting his time trying to come back with the Cowboys. You knew what type of quarterback they had. Man, them guys talk, man. I don't give a fuck. We might not see or hear some of that shit, but them other football players, man, they talk. Receivers talk. They talk what type of quarterback they would like to play with. They see these guys on the field playing. And it's different level to me to where they would decide to go with certain quarterbacks at what time, though, because I don't see too many good receivers want to come play with Dak Prescott. I'm sorry. I don't see it, bro. Maybe they might be looking for a check, or they probably got drafted and want to play for the Cowboys, period. But I don't think it's not just, they specifically want to go play with Dak Prescott. Sammy Haynes, the only problem, yeah. He is. The real thing. Even with Andy Reid as Cowboys head coach, he and Dak would choke together in big games. Reid only started Super Bowl wins when he got Mahomes. Yeah, because he would get to the NFC Championship in the Super Bowl. He couldn't get over that hump. He didn't get over that hump until he got Patrick Mahomes. That's my thing. Like, why was the game of football like this anyway, with the quarterback being the most important position on the team? I mean, it's like, how can we sit up here as Cowboy fans and not see and recognize and knowing that having an elite quarterback will get you to where you need to be if you put the proper tools around him. It's not so many that weapons you can, because everything not gonna be perfect. That's the type of quarterback that you need when shit ain't perfect, when shit fall apart. That quarterback still can handle that shit. What that quarterback do is uplift his game. And when he uplifts his game, he carries and uplift the players around him that have their shortcomings. So we've seen in times where Dak has had the opportunity to show his eliteness by stepping up when shit ain't been perfect. It's been multiple times when shit hasn't been perfect, when you need that type of quarterback to lift the game up, to lift his players up. It seemed like Dak add his deficiencies to the problem, and that's when we plummet. But we give him $60 million a year to have to still put an all Madden team around him. We got to take the ball out of his hands. He only throws maybe 25 to 28 times a game. He's supposed to be the decision maker. He's supposed to be the one leading. Team comes off him, off of his play. They perform off of what he do as a leader. He don't show that team. Corey B, turnover rate. Official famous movement, JB. How much more you need? Play football. That turning and burning talent. Yep. Come on, just play football, bro. Get your ass out there on the field and play. DC Big Osa. If Andy Reid had to deal with that Prescott, Andy might retire for coaching first. Real coaches, man. Shit. Goddamn, for whatever reason, it didn't work with Russell Wilson, with the Broncos, and Sean Payton. For whatever reason, it didn't work. Sean Payton was like, look, he got to go. They ate that fucking contract. He got to go. You get a coach like that to come in, they were going to see how Dak performs. They going to witness that shit, man. Sean Payton went with the rookie Bo Nix. That's why I'm like, why shit, if that's the case, y'all want to talk about coaches in the gym? That's one thing I give the Jerry Jones. or whatever. Like, man, y'all see this shit. Where are your nuts at? Sean Payton said, fuck it, we're going with Bo Nix, man. Let's just get this shit started, man. That's what we need to do. That's why I'm willing to go 4-13. I'm willing to say, fuck it, let's get the rookie. Let's go. Let's change this shit. Nah, man. Too scared. I'm like, what you scared about, man? Fuck, man. Oh, that shit. That's one of my messages. The real fan. If Andy Reid and Howie Roseman were both on the Cowboys, who would get blamed for Dak not getting it done? Howie wasn't actually GM until Reid left the Eagles. Oh shit! You know who they gonna goddamn blame, bro? They gonna blame them. Samuel Hayes, Cowboys still playing Russian roulette with that, yup. So here, Devil Dog, what's up, bro? Appreciate you for stopping by, man. What's happening? What they do? A real fan. Dak is the worst version of McNabb, who had worse talent to work with compared to. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get this. Put this right there. Shit. Okay. Yeah, the real fan. Okay, let's see. Dak is a worse version of McNabb, who had worse talent to work with compared to Dak. Yeah, man, a lot of quarterbacks since Dak been with the Cowboys. In 2016, you go to a lot of quarterbacks that have been in this league since Dak been in the league in 2016. He's had a lot more talent than a lot of quarterbacks. And I don't understand what these Dak Slurpees talking about. He ain't had no fucking talent. This man had more. He had more talent than Patrick Mahomes. I'm talking about collectively through their teams with their teams. Now, Patrick Mahomes might have had some specific weapons at here and there at the position, but I'm talking about overall talent collectively. Dak has had more, bro. Way more. A real fan. They also blame Jason Garrett for 2019. Yeah. When he had all that talent on his team around him. And we had down there 3 1,000-yard receivers, man. Michael Gallup, Amari Cooper, and Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb had 828 yards and like 3 or 4 touchdowns. But a lot of Randall Cobb shit was called back on penalties, man. He had a few more touchdowns called back on penalties. A lot of catches for a lot of yards he had caught. That man damn near could have had 1,000 yards too. And this man didn't have no talent. He had no weapons. But they'll say, man, this is what killed me too about these Dak fanboys. Man, I know y'all be hearing them motherfuckers talking about how Dak made all these receivers like Randall Cobb. They even say he made Amari Cooper. He made Cedric Wilson. Even goddamn Cole Beasley. It's like, well, all those receivers went and got contracts with other teams. So Dak made them and got them paid. Like, dude. But then at the same time, y'all want him to have this so-called number 2. Basically, they want another number 1 for the number 2 receiver spot. But I'm like, shit. If Dak is so good, why he can't, if he got all those guys paid, why he can't ball like that with Flournoy, Brooks, Tolbert, Mingo? You know what I'm saying? Those guys. What's the other receiver? I said Tolbert, Mingo, Flournoy, Brooks, yeah. Why he can't get them paid? Why he can't play so good that they could be up for a big deal with another team? But they trying to go get Cooper Kupp and shit to help that, to help CD. But he got all those receivers paid, but he can't do the same thing with the receivers he got now? Bullshit. 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 Dak delusional. All need to be said. Dak threw the exact interception and back-to-back playoff. Yes, he did, Dak. Yes, he did, Dak delusional. Hey, and I made video about it. If you look on both sides of the field now, on both sides of the field, in the Green Bay game, when he threw that pick in the Green Bay game, and they said the defender out-muscled Cooks, that was on that side of the field. He threw a pick, and in that Niners game, he threw another pick to the same side of the field to the goddamn to the other quarterback for the Niners. And then on the other side of the field, he threw a pick that bounced off the defender. And what's 54 for San Francisco, the linebacker? Goddamn, he made two picks in the same area and another quarterback to that other same side. That's where the pick six in the Green Bay on that same side came from the cornerback in the playoffs. You exactly right. He got down. How do you do that? And you're a 10-year veteran. How do you that you made the same mistake on both sides of the field in two different playoff games. Two different playoff games. You make the same motherfucking mistake. Come on, man. How is it not this guy? I don't understand it. How is it not his play? DC Big Osa. You notice when you draft the quarterback in the first round that your chances are greater for success. Unlike how Jerry Jones keeps shopping in the $5 bin of quarterbacks next to the DVDs at Walmart. That's what I'm saying. It's a shame we haven't drafted a quarterback in the first round since Troy Aikman. It's a fucking shame. That's fucking over what, 36 years ago we drafted a quarterback in the first round? Come on, man. That's bullshit. Devil Dog, 110 total turnovers and counting. For Dak Prescott, Dak delusional. Scott Linehan said he had a dumbed down offense for Dak and got fired. That's what I believe, man. I'm saying. The coaches Dak has had, they had to dumb down the offense for this guy. They had to dumb it down for him. I believe even Mike McCarthy had to dumb that shit down for him. And that's why probably he wasn't that effective. But I think Mike McCarthy lied. He should have ran that ball more. And maybe, you know what? Maybe he couldn't run the ball. And I think I already made this point. But maybe he couldn't run the goddamn ball because Dak wasn't effective at his position as the quarterback. And that's why the running game opened up when Cooper Rush got back there playing quarterback. We in trouble, y'all. I think y'all already recognize that shit, though. Corey B. Shimko was the OC at Boston College. Okay. Samuel Haynes, Rush better. It's me. DC Big Osa. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Dak go on a 3-game losing streak with at least 2 interceptions this past season? I think so. That's why he had like 8 interceptions already, bro. He had 8 interceptions in 11 games. Official Famous Music. Rush 9-5 when starting. And most of the time when Rush came in to play, he was playing with the backups on O-line and at wide receiver. That in 2022, if I can remember correctly now, y'all can check it. I think the 5 games he played, at least 2 to 3 of them, Noah Brown was his number 1 receiver for Cooper Rush. He went 4-1. But Noah Brown was no good for Dak Prescott. Come on, man. Make that shit make sense. Make that shit make sense right there. Devil Dog, just like the Ravens with Dilfer's ass. Devil Dog. Drew, the reason they keep Dak is because of merchandise sales. Dak is good PR and Dak is a total company man. Dak said in his press conference he only speaks to Parsons in the locker room, not a leader. Yeah, I seen that bullshit, bro. Yep. And when he was talking, man, I think he was making shit up about him and Michael Parsons talking in the locker room and shit, man. I don't believe shit Dak say, bro, no more. I don't believe shit he said these press conferences no more, man. I just don't, bro. I really don't believe too much shit he say anymore because it's the same repetitive shit. That dude is kind of like, he's like, I think he be outsmarting people and shit with his intelligence. But I'm thinking like, dude, you come with this high IQ that you got, but that shit don't never translate to the field. That's where I'm at. They out here these Dak Slurpee talking about he has a psychology degree. What the fuck that got to do with football? And if you did want to use some of that, it hasn't translated. You done had 10 fucking years. That psychology degree ain't translated to shit. So your competence and your intelligence playing the quarterback position at a high level is trash. You're the quarterback. You affect the whole game at all times. It's just like being a pitcher on the baseball team. This is my analogy because I know it's so similar. You touch the ball more than anybody. Quarterback, pitcher. You control the game. It's up to you. And Dak don't have that shit, bro. He don't have that. Too many excuses being made for this guy. Devil dog. If Dak was a car, he'd be a Prius. Hey, have y'all ever heard the Lee car? It's kind of almost small like the Prius. It's like a 70-some car, I think it is. It's called the Lee car. L-E-E. The Lee car. Oh, shit. Drew, when the Cowboys were good, the unquestioned leaders were Staubach, Aikman. Even CD moms questioned that. She heard it from CD. Hey. Man, we can see it, man. We can see the people with eyes looking. You know what I'm saying? We ain't blind, man. And it ain't that we want to go in. It's just that's just the reality. You telling me people can't see with their own eyes and comment and react to what the fuck they seeing? You trying to tell us that what we seeing ain't real? Corey B. Oh, yeah, Devil Dog. I couldn't give him that good of a comparison. More like Hugo. Goddamn Hugo. Oh, man. Oh, shit. From a Prius to a Hugo. God damn. Official famous music. I teach my sons to never be that guy. When you show up, everyone has to work harder. Don't be that. Yeah, you make it easier for everybody around you, bro. Just by just doing your job at a high level. It's not even like, it's just taking pride in the value in yourself and how you perform your job. I be in competition with myself when I be at a job, bro. I'm like not competing against the other workers, but just within myself I'm gonna do my shit right. There ain't gonna be no question about when I do my motherfucking job. You know what I'm saying? Nah, there ain't gonna be no. They gonna know, Joe. Hey, that's one thing I can count on him. He gonna do this shit right, regardless. And then that affects the team. That affects everybody around you. You know what I'm saying? They'll look at you like, shit, man, I gotta outdo Joe. I gotta outdo JB. Goddamn, you gonna do me like that? Devil Dog, Corey B. Right. I just thought small and no horsepower. hey, Devil Dog, and he talking about he realizes he gonna have to use his legs more this season. He just realized where he gonna get the horsepower to use the legs? M10, what's happening, M10? Joe Rocket. Who's Joe Rocket? Oh, who you talking about? My bad, I don't know who you talking about. Just let me know. Amazing Creation, what's happening? Yes, sir. Good to see you stop by, bro. JB Cowboy, what's up? We going 30 or 14. And somebody else gave that same prediction, Amazing Creation. Yeah, hey. Shit, some of these Dak fanboys think we going to the playoffs, man. Official Famous Music. Them billions keep calling, and Jerry got to pick up the line. Dumb money Dak fans. Oh, come on, man. Cut that shit off. Man, y'all tripping. Cut that shit off. God damn, man. Yeah, man. Somebody car alarm going off and shit. The real fan. They say 2016's weapons talent with Romo's not Dak. Well, that shit. Even Zeke was drafted for Romo, though. To be honest, Zeke was drafted for Romo because we had everything built. All we needed was a running back, and Zeke was there, and that's what it was. Bam. Romo was supposed to start that season with Romo, the O-line, the receiver, all that. And that's the thing that kept disappointing me about Romo was he couldn't fucking stay healthy. He was just coming off the injury, ready to start the season. You go on preseason, then turn around and get hurt again. Yeah, that really was Romo's team, to be honest. Dak wasn't even supposed to see the field, bro. He was a project. He wasn't supposed to see the field, and it's showing. It's showing that this guy was supposed to be a project. But the thing about it is, he got live shit early. He got live bullets early. So by now, he should already, learn some shit, overcome some shit. But it's the same shit, failure. Same shit. Official Famous Music. Mahomes boosted guys stock. They be bums with that. That's my point. He don't uplift the team. He don't uplift the players around him. And we seen, and think about Mahomes, man, they be trying to throw. See, a lot of Cowboy fans, these Dak fanboy slurpers, man, they throw hate and shade at these other quarterbacks like Mahomes and Hurts. They want to give the credit to the defenses and all that, the run game and all that. But when in them games, if y'all look at that Super Bowl game that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs beat San Francisco, that 2022, they went into overtime. Yeah, the defense played defense like they should play, but ultimately, in overtime, they only held the Chiefs. Well, the Chiefs held San Francisco to a field goal, so the San Francisco was still winning the game. That means Patrick Mahomes had to orchestrate a drive at the end of the game. Either he get down there and get a field goal, or he score a touchdown. And he got down there and scored a touchdown and won the Super Bowl. But in that game, he had more rushing yards than Pacheco. They keep talking about the rushing yards that the Chiefs had and the defense they had in that game and take the credit for Patrick Mahomes. But Patrick Mahomes had more rushing yards in that game than Pacheco. And then Hurts won when it matters in the Super Bowl. He didn't have a run game. He had to do it with his legs and his arm. They shut Saquon Barkley down. So I'm like, yo, come on, man. These guys, and then shit, Patrick Mahomes won back-to-back Super Bowls with his best weapon tight end with Travis Kelce. He didn't have a top number one receiver at the number one receiver spot, number two receiver spot. Look at our receivers compared to what the receivers Patrick Mahomes had other than Tyreek Hill. And when Tyreek Hill was gone, he won 2 more Super Bowls without Tyreek Hill. So miss me with that shit. Born and raised in Texas, what's happening? I predict Dak gets injured again and Joe Milton takes the job. It's very possible, bro. It's very possible. Very possible. Kid Cowboys. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yes, sir. Devil Dog. Remember that pick six he threw to the D lineman for the Eagles? Yeah. But he's so cerebral. He's the smartest quarterback in the league. No, he's predictable. That's the problem. Kid Cowboy, big time pressure coming up. Yep. Big time pressure. Samuel Haynes, my bad Russian roulette. My bad Russian roulette with Dak. That's exactly what we playing with this guy. The real fan. Dak fanboys brag that Dak is the only QB from 2016 to still be in his original team. Yet Eagles won 2 Super Bowls and the Rams won 1 since 2016. Right, on his watch. And what's worse, the Eagles is in his division. And under his tenure, they went to 3 Super Bowls. 1, 2. Jalen Hurts went to 2 and was the Super Bowl MVP of one of them. In his 5-year career. 5. This is his 5th year in the league. Kid Cowboy. Hasn't hit the bottom yet. The water hasn't hit the bottom yet? Oh, you ain't talking to me. Yeah, we will be talking about something else. Devil Dog. Dak needs a coloring book, and that won't even help. The real fan. A friend of mine who only watches basketball says he will keep firing coaches, even the best one, until someone gets through Dak. What? How about Dak gets through with the goddamn game plan and know how to goddamn run the offense? How about that? No pre-snap and post-snap configurations and know how to figure the defense out. God, K man, what's happening? Do you think the iPad that Dak looks at on the sideline actually football related things on? I think he's looking at pictures of cats. Hell, Mike McCarthy slammed his shit down, goddamn. I guess the cats he was looking at, he like them motherfuckers. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, Coward. My father loved USC. He trained in okay, y'all talking about something. My bad. Y'all got a whole nother conversation going on. Devil Dog. Dak sounds like a greedy politician. He tells his cult members this, and they believe him. Yup. Sure do, man. You got me rolling over here, boy. Oh shit. Okay, man. Dak Slurpees, bro. Drew, Dak is playing to the cameras. Dak do, yeah, man. He play a lot to the cameras, man. Yes, sir, he do, man. If one thing I can say he learned in his tenure with the goddamn Cowboys and how to play with the media, bro. Yes, he do. I give him that credit. What the fucking good is that? Drew, psychology. Psychology degree is one of the easiest degrees to get. Right, man. Ain't it though? And mostly I know women major in psychology more than men too, goddamn. So, I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what I thought. Goddamn. Like that's more of a female line of work. Kid Cowboy, leatherneck, suspect. What? Okay, man. If you have a sales job and you don't meet your quota year after year, would you get a promotion? Man, ain't that mostly like with any job though? Or would you get fired? What makes that so special? I'm like, how you get a raise and you're not? Don't you supposed to perform at a higher level than when your boss see you and said they notice? Like, okay, Derek, I see you, man. Come talk. I need to talk to you for a minute. That's when you know you're doing good when your supervisor or your manager, or whatever, come pull you to the side and sit you down and want to give you a raise. That when you know you're performing at a high level. That's really most of the time when you get a fucking raise. You can't just because the market dictates the shit. What the fuck is that? What in my if that's the case, in my field of driving stand up forklifts, like the driver stand up forklift, you or cherry picker, that's on the average of making like, the market for that shit like $26, $28 or something like that, driving the cherry picker, whatever. So I can negotiate my contract, like if I only made goddamn 20 something, like with the market. I mean, you see what I'm trying to say? How does the market, like, I thought you get a raise off performance. The market said what you start at when you come in starting. Okay, that's the market at this position, blah, blah, blah. This one, you negotiate the contract from the market. Okay, bam. But then to get a raise, to get over market value, what you're trying to get, don't you got to perform at a higher level to get the over market value? Come on, bro. This dude ain't did none of that shit. He ain't performed at no higher level, goddamn. Not to get the money he's gotten. Devil dog, absolutely, JB. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's rain. Shit. And when you can clearly see what's really going on, right? What are you saying, man? What the fuck is he talking about? Don't do that shit. Hold up. Damn, did I delete the comment? No, I didn't. Excuse me. Amazing creation. Dak's still a damn project. I say put in Milton and let him learn something they didn't do with Trey Lance. You have let a kid struggle. It's like riding a bike. Yeah. Hold on, man. I gotta clean my. I done made it down. Then he got me crying. I be crying in here, boy. Got me laughing so hard. But it's all facts, man. Y'all, man, he spit nothing but the truth and facts, bro. That's it. Shit. Kid Cowboy, give it all for your country. Y'all on another old conversation. My bad. Oh, my bad. Official Famous Music. Every QB in our division now has accomplished that playoff career in their first or second year. Facts. That's a shame, man. What does that say about our quarterback and where we're going to be going? Then JD5 did it with one of the receivers, Noah Brown, that they said ain't shit for Dak. And see, that tell you the level of quarterback play. That shows you right there. JD5 as a rookie could take the same receiver Dak had that said wasn't shit and go to the NFC Championship game. Come on, man. You can't tell me it ain't about quarterback play. You ain't finna sit up here and tell me it's not about quarterback play, bro. Shit, amazing gracious. Dak. Oh, my bad. I read that. My bad. Read that one already. Drew, the reason Dak got that contract is because Jerry didn't have the guts to let Dak play out the previous contract. And you know what, Drew, man? I just knew he was going to do it, man. He broke my heart when he gave him that contract the day of the game. He fucking broke my heart. I was so disappointed, man. All right, now, Jerry, how you gonna do me like that, bro? You was supposed to let this bum play the season out. All the cards was there, all the tea leaves, everything was there to let him play it out. Do not resign this guy. If he think he's so good, if his fanboy Slurpees think he's so good, he would go out there and test the free agency. He would test the market. He wouldn't sign a no trade clause into his contract. Jerry should have let him play the season out, man. I was so hurt, man. Oh, I was so disappointed he did that shit, man. Because I knew we weren't gonna succeed with this guy. I knew it. K man, dang, he skipped my bad, K man. We go back. We go back. My bad, K man. Said you had me crying in tears on the other one, goddamn. The real fast. Someone named Derek told Mark they needed to try out Trey Lance before paying Dak. He got called an idiot after Derek said Dak. He'll take Donald over Dak. Mark said to lose his number. Man, the emotional attachment to Dak Prescott when you criticize him, bro, make them go 8 off the wall, man. For real. Yeah, Derek Burnett. That's my guy. He said to my son, yeah. Derek. Kid Cowboy. JJ thought he was going to test the free agency. That's probably why you think he waited so long? Man, it's possible. It's possible. Hungry Heifer. You compare Dak to Cousins, the Dak lover. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Let me read that again. You compare Dak to Cousins, the Dak lover YouTubers will block or laugh at you. Basically, are the same. Yeah, they mad at me because I said I'll take Cooper Rush over Dak Prescott. Shit, I'll take Cooper Rush over Dak Prescott, bro. Shit. Okay, man, I'm going to repost it. Oh man, my bad, K man. I must have passed it, bro. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I probably didn't see it because you had me rolling. Put that shit back up there, man. I'll read it. DC Big Osa. I believe that a lot of Dak Slurpees are stuck inside of a bubble. It's like the rest of the league is moving along, but they are stuck in the earth like a potted plant. It's like they stuck on Dak, bro. That's what it is. And I really kind of don't understand it, man. If you're a fan of the Dallas Cowboys as the team, I would think you would want what's best instead of getting the same repetitive, mediocre shit every year after year. Like I don't understand it. Yeah, Drew, the team is based on quarterback play. The only people who don't say that are Dak supporters. You have to have good quarterback play when it counts the most. Yep. And like on that schedule, we got a lot of we got like 7 playoff teams we got to play this season. Yeah. Okay, man, Dak Prescott. Yeah, here we go. Like Oprah, you get a pick. You get a pick. Here we go. Man, we ain't going nowhere. I don't know what that dude, bro. What are you talking about? The real fan. I remember you brought up 2021 2022 playoff games in the Niners on G's channel. He still had excuse for Dak. Yep. Yeah, you was on there. I was on there. Yeah, man. Yeah. They'll bring up the penalties. They'll bring up them having a run game. But it was the defense. It was the defense, but they don't want to go defensive line, D tackle in the drive early. DC Big O. So I thought the objective was to win games. I had no idea it was to be glazing another man like he was a Krispy Kreme donut. Like, for real, man. I'm like, I'm saying this shit would use me, and it's kind of crazy to me. Like, how can they actually really say that Dak didn't have no weapons, man? And we could all go back and just look at his teams he's had since he's been here. You can look at other teams, you receiver by receiver. Hell, you look at even CD and AJ Brown. CD has really been better than AJ Brown. CD's played with 5 different quarterbacks since he's been with the Cowboys. His rookie season, he had to play with Andy Dalton, and he damn near had 1,000 yards with Andy Dalton. Let's just look at it, bro. Match up the receiver. You could then Amari Cooper. They say he got Devonta Smith and AJ Brown, but goddamn, we could just name CD, Gallup, and Amari Cooper. You mean tell me them three wasn't better than AJ Brown and Devonta Smith, or even on the same level? Them receivers ain't even on the same level that they were just Devonta Smith, Brown was so much better receivers than what the guy had. When clearly, to me, in my opinion, CD's played better than AJ Brown. He's been more of a weapon and effective playing the wide receiver than AJ Brown. In my opinion, I ain't taking nothing from AJ Brown now. I could be biased because of CD, but I'm being realistic. I've looked at the numbers and seen that CD's put up more better numbers than AJ Brown. You want to talk tight end? When he's had Witten, Ferguson, Schultz, Jarwin, he's had the tight end too. So this Dallas Goedert, yeah, okay, whatever. But Dak's had a tight end too. Hungry Heifer, we have the chance to draft Sanders, and I would absolutely do. You would? I ain't really on skill positions. I don't know if we're gonna be that early as a quarterback. I don't think they would go nowhere near him, especially after getting Milton. So I don't know about that one, Hungry Heifer. I get where you come from though, just to get Dak ass out of there. Shit, put some pressure on him or something, on that level. The real fan, Hungry Heifer, how can they put talent around Sanders during his rookie contract with that? Now, that's what I'm saying. That's not even gonna be able to happen, bro. Financial wise, or to me, on the field wise, I don't think that'll be a good thing. DC Big Osa, Jaden Daniels is about to work with another one of Dak Prescott's former wide receivers. This guy, Dak, must have some inappropriate pictures of Jerry Jones or something. Another one. So he got Noah Brown and Gallup over there. They try to discredit Gallup. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't a good receiver for Dak Prescott. They discredit this guy. Every receiver that can't get it done with, they discredited and say it was about them and not Dak. You finna tell me that Cooks played with 6 different quarterbacks, including Dak. The other 5 quarterbacks that played with Cooks, he had 1,000 yards. He's had injuries with all those quarterbacks. He's had concussions. He's had knee injuries, or he had broke his hand his rookie year. So he's had injury with those quarterbacks, but he still went over 1,000 yards with all those other quarterbacks. The only quarterback he didn't go over 1,000 yards with was Dak. And it's the receiver's problem? Okay, man, do y'all remember when the black cat ran on the field when the Cowboys were playing the Giants? It was the Giants. Dak is the 10th year of bad luck, not 7th. Yeah, I remember that game, man. It was the Giants game. Drew, angry fan, the G, sports junkie, and a special attack on Cowboys. Those guys need to change their channel to a Dak dating channel. Woo-wee. And it's like they get in their feelings when you talk about Dak. But it's not really talking about him. It's just pointing out his poor play. Why can't Dak's game speak for himself? All these Slurpees want to make excuses to speak for Dak. Let that game speak for itself. And we will know when this game speaks for itself when we get to the fucking NFC Championship game. Until then, he's not the guy. His game is quiet as fuck on the field. Well, get loud when he throw all them picks. Shit. We throw goddamn all them picks. These Dak Slurpees remind me of a guy who was dating a woman who promises to give him some pussy. Oh shit. K-Man Sanders, I see as a younger Dak. Yeah, shit, he probably would be better than that, but I just don't know. I just don't know Will Sanders, man. I just don't know yet, man. You know, he's been a winner at Jackson State and Colorado, but the competition, yeah. So I'm not sure. I don't know what to say about him just yet. I can't even formulate an opinion about what I think he would even do in the NFL. I think I need some more information to make me have a better opinion about it. DC Big Osa, Dak's game has spoken for him, so he's trash. Exactly. He's fucking trash. You right. This game has spoken for himself, but they not seeing it though, or they refuse to acknowledge it or see it. You know, I mean, I don't know what they're looking at. I think a lot of it just for them to continue to get views and likes, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand it, man. I'm really about the team, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I see a player, hell, I spoke out on goddamn uh Michael Parsons. But I don't really hold Michael Parsons to a standard like I hold the quarterback, which is Dak Prescott. I hold the quarterback to a higher standard than any position on the field. That's just how I am because I used to pitch. I had to hold my standard of performance to a higher level than anybody else on my team. That's how I just look. That's why maybe they think I hate, but it's just a standard I hold this guy to because of the position that he plays. He's the quarterback, man. I mean, how high can you go on a team than being a player, being a quarterback? I expect more from this guy, and I've seen he just can't do it. I mean, shit. The real fan. It's almost like Jerry's afraid they can't find someone better than Dak. And his fans too. I think that's why they slurp Dak so much and make those videos they do. Put everybody in fear about moving on past that. Fuck that. God damn it, shit. What the fuck, man? Get this guy, let him move on. So what we go 4-13? So what we go 5-12? If we don't soon try to get another, make a move, get quarterback in as a team, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know why they so scared of this guy. He ain't did nothing. I mean, so scared to lose him. He ain't did shit. I can see if we went to like two championship games and made football. We didn't win football, but we did it. I'll put more stock in the guy. Give him we did it. We'd have made it almost twice. And we can do it again. Maybe we need to tweak this, tweak that. But he ain't did shit. Shit. He ain't did nothing on that level to make you like, okay, let's keep rolling with him. What has he shown to make you want to say, let's keep rolling with him? He ain't showed me shit. Okay, man, the only teams that Dak starts off strong against is 1-14 teams. If they are 2-13, be ready for that bad night. You know it. You know it. The real fan. Michael Parsons and Trayvon Diggs didn't even put Dak in their top 10s. I know the Dak fanboy Slurpee saw that shit and they ain't saying they ain't made no videos about that shit. DC Big Osa. Don't you know how those battered spouses be blaming themselves for getting abused? That's those Dak Slurpees right now. Watch out on that one, bro. Watch out on that one. But yeah, that's that psychological torment that's being placed on them, and that's what Dak doing to them. You got a point. Dak has been in the league longer than most of the other quarterbacks in the top 20. That tells you all there is to know about him. And the point was made earlier that he's in a division where 3 quarterbacks has already either won or been to a Super Bowl or NFC Championship. You got the 2 young ones that's been to NFC Championship, Super Bowl, and he ain't been nowhere near that shit. Nowhere near it. The real fan, they want Parsons to be paid more like Miles and didn't like the idea of trading Micah for 2 firsts. Man, we should have gave Michael Parsons that Herschel Walker energy. He's not on Myles Garrett's level. I don't know what. No, he ain't on. Not in my opinion. He's not on Myles Garrett's level. Big Spank Dog, what's up, bro? People forget this year 10. Yeah, I don't forget. I don't forget. This going into his 10th year. Yep. Drew, the quarterback is supposed to be held to a high standard, especially when taking that much salary cap. Those Dak supporters are talking BS. Yes, sir. The real fan. There were Viking fans and coaches unhappy they let go of Kirk Cousins in favor of J.J. McCarthy. They said Vikings GM was obsessed with the rookie quarterback's contract. I thought Kirk Cousins was gone before J.J. McCarthy. Oh, yeah, I guess that's when he went to the Falcons. Yeah, when they drafted him. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's when they okay. The real fan. If I was the Vikings and I heard that from the coaches, I tell them if they don't like J.J. McCarthy, they can quit and walk out. I think J.J. McCarthy gonna be good though. I think he's gonna be good with the Vikings. Okay, man. Do y'all think Dak is colorblind? Serious question. Maybe he can't see white and blue together. Oh shit! There's something wrong with his vision. Okay, man, something is wrong with his vision, bro. Because he can't see wide open men for nothing. Real fair. It goes back to being afraid that they can't get someone better than Michael. I mean, shit. There's DNs that's on Michael level. If you ask me, to be honest, they'll try to throw up his sack numbers, but a lot of his sacks go against bum ass teams. I think the dude been played the Eagles. I could be wrong. I think he played the Eagles like 6 times. He only got 2 sacks in his career versus the Eagles in the playoff games. I think he might have got 2 sacks. I think. Hold up, the 2 playoff games in the regular season game against the Niners. I think he only got like a total of 3 sacks. I probably need to check. I think I remember that. I might be wrong, but I might be off by at least 1 or 2 sacks. But not dominant, not productive against good teams, basically. Hungry heifer. Dak was outplayed by a rookie, Mr. Irrelevant, to advance to a championship game. He got $60 million extension. What the fuck? Yeah. Even Purdy is like 2-0 against that. Well, he 3-0 including the playoffs. I mean, I think regular season game in the playoffs. No, 2-0 because the other playoff game was what's the quarterback? He was with the Patriots. Damn, what was his name? Jimmy G. Yeah, Jimmy G was one of the 2 losses to the Niners that Dak had. Then it was Brock Purdy, and then Brock Purdy beat him in the regular season. DC Big O, so I'm sorry, but Micah is a one-trick pony. You run at Micah, and he's running with the running backs. Yeah, man, he can't stop. He's not good at setting the edge and stopping the run, man. That's the thing about I'm saying he ain't on Miles' level because Miles, he could set the edge and stop the run and rush the quarterback and get sacks. He could totally take over a game by himself. I seen it with my own eyes. I seen that man wreck shop a few games just by himself on defense, bro. He creates havoc, man. Hold on, let me get it. He creates havoc. The real fan. They can't keep paying player after player. They will run into cap hell like they did the last 2 seasons. Facts. Official famous music. Even Micah as a one-trick pony should still have more success if it weren't for that. The real fan. Their excuses there is no one around Micah. Man. Micah's had players around him too. There ain't no excuse, man. If you gonna play DN, you need to play better then. Man, to me, ain't no excuse of getting held and double team, triple team. Nah, man, I seen Max Crosby. I made T.J. Watt, Miles Garrett. I made a video about, I think it was just Miles Garrett and T.J. Watt, but I think Max Crosby might be in it. I made it like last year or whatever. And it was some goddamn those three guys was beating double team, triple teams, and getting held. They're still getting to the quarterback. I don't want to see them complaining about getting held. They might say something. Okay, they say, okay, you gonna hold me on this play? Okay, I'm coming right back next play and just rip this shit apart. Just rip this shit apart. That's what I've seen those guys do. Okay, man, why is Parsons at defensive end? He was drafted as a linebacker. He doesn't have no junk in his trunk to seal the edge. He's a liability in the run game, man. It shows. Especially remember that Arizona game, bro. They was running right at that guy. Running right at him. Hungry heifer. Michael is not even every down edge. No, he's not, because he get tired too quick. He'll get tired and want to walk off the field and throwing his hands up, complaining. No, my thing is, if we're gonna sign him, go ahead and sign him. Get us another DN. That's what I'm saying. We need to go that DN, D line. I want D line, D tackle me specifically, but we need to get D. We need to get an edge too. These bodies we got in free agency, to me, that's not gonna be enough. I know we got Sam Williams coming back. We got Nealon over there. But I still think we need to go on draft and get the edge too. Their complaint was we can't stop the run. That's why Dak can't succeed. They level boy can't succeed because we get ran all over. But let's do something about that shit. Drew, if they watch Michael play against good team, he is not double team because there's no need to do it. Michael gets stats against those teams with bad old lines. Exactly. I can't remember what Giants game it was, what year we played them, but that dude didn't even record a tackle in that game. Michael Parsons, I don't think he recorded a tackle in that game against the Giants. I can't remember which game it was, though. Okay, man. Offense. 3 and out. 3 and out. 3 and out. Defense finally breaks and gives up a touchdown. That fanboy said the defense sucks. They can't do anything. Maybe Dak should score more. Just saying, man. Just saying, man. Because Dak does get the ball back right on offense, right? He does get the ball back. Even if the opposition scored, he still gets the ball back. What does he do when he get the ball? The real fan, their argument for paying Micah is Hunter and Crosby got paid more than Nick Bosa. I think Micah's around 36, 38 area. Somewhere around there. I don't think he's 40 plus. I'm sorry. You got to be able to stop the run. Set the edge as the edge. And honestly, man, I just don't think he's intelligent enough to play the linebacker position. I think he's taking the easy way out playing edge. I just don't think he's intelligent enough to play that position at a high level. You got to do too much studying. You got to be cerebral. You got to linebacker position, man. It's like being a quarterback for the defense. I just don't see him being a leader on the defense like that. I think Overshown will probably come in and be a better leader on defense than Michael, to be honest. I'm sorry, man. That dude, he just, man, when he be on the field, I think the other players just gravitate to him to play at the same level, the same intensity when he be on the field, bro. I hope he can come back sooner than later. DC Big Osa, they keep comparing Michael to LT. I'm old enough to have seen LT play in North Carolina and become Rookie of the Year for the Giants. Michael ain't him, man. He's not no generational talent. Nah. He ain't nowhere near LT, bro. How you? I don't know. I ain't ever seen or heard LT get schemed out of a game. No, sir. Hungry Heifer. Michael could be great if they use him like a Von Miller, moving around and yeah, and certain situations, pass rush situations. That's probably about it. Dak delusional. Dak is a front runner. He needs to play with the lead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Need to play with the lead. The goddamn with a running back averaging 150 yards a game with two Megatrons at the 1 and 2 receiver spots. K-Man, they said Michael was Lawrence Taylor and he let it go to his head. He thinks he think his poop doesn't stink. Now and everyone that glazed him up is to blame. Yeah, man. I made a video about that. The monster we created with Michael Parsons. I kind of seen that shit earlier. When they started talking that LT shit, man, I watched LT play. Yeah, I seen the difference. You're not for to tell me this guy's on LT level, bro. I watched this man play. Ain't no fucking way he's nowhere near LT. Hungry Heifer. I agree about Overshawn. Could be one of the best. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, man. I'm a bit worried about Overshawn. He's been in the league two times and has 2 seasons in it. And yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. If he could stay healthy, bro, he's gonna be something good for us. But damn, back-to-back seasons, ending surgeries, man. Whew. That could put a lot of doubt into what you think he could possibly be, man, because you never know. DC Big O, so Michael can't be a linebacker because he's not cerebral, unlike the cerebral juggernaut. Oh, the king of glaze, boy. You talking about the king of slurping on Dak? That guy G said he is the best, the smartest quarterback in the league, the most cerebral. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck he got that shit from. What had he been watching? Official Famous Music. Remember, Dak's picks are thrown tied or head. His Dak's picks are thrown tied or head. Are you saying like if the game is tied and he fucks up? Yeah. Yep. Or if the yep, you right. You right, Official Famous Music. Drew, Michael rushes because it is easier for him. And have you seen Michael in pass coverage? Michael's awful. Michael's definitely not LT, Derek Thomas, or TJ Watt. Totally agree. He got that one little pass breakup one year when he was playing a wide receiver. I thought he interfered with the receiver. Goddamn. So they thought, oh, he's amazing. Look at it. He could play in coverage. Oh, he could rush the passer. Dude, he do that special, man. That man looked like he interfered with the receiver, to be honest, goddamn. Let's be real. Okay, man. They said Leighton Vander Esch was Brian Urlacher. I wish people would stop comparing players to all-time great players and just let them be them. Yeah. Let them do something first. You know what I'm saying? I think that kind of hurting our team too with some of these Cowboy players that starters on their helmet, man. They just, they figure they got it. Like they really don't have to step their game up. I got the Cowboy, man. I got to star my helmet. Shit, y'all. You can't tell me shit. I think they taking the wrong attitude about that shit. Like they don't like we already popular. We don't have to do nothing else to make it better. It is what it is. It's stuck in mediocrity. That comes from the leader, the so-called leader, the quarterback. Mediocrity, bro. Mediocrity. Dak delusional fans with more excuses. Dak's so smart. He still can't beat a cover 2 defense. And you know what? You made this point, and I've been checking it out you made this point a while ago, bro. And ever since you made that point, I started watching and I started noticing that shit. And that's why I got to the conclusion of where the difference in the run game came from Cooper Rush being able to read or beat a cover 2 defense, which would make the defense back up. And how you had said we couldn't run the ball against the Niners because they didn't fear Dak throwing the ball downfield. And I started looking at that shit, bro. I was like, man, Dak delusional, right? The difference in the run game be because of the quarterback play because they don't fear Dak Prescott. The run game opened up when Cooper Rush started playing because they knew Cooper Rush could beat a cover 2 defense. You see how the running game changed from when Dak was there versus with Cooper Rush? But they'll say Mike McCarthy started running the ball more because they dumbed down the playbook for Cooper Rush. Nah, bro. Nah. That's not what it was. DC Big O, so Michael not even pass Willie. Not that linebacker. Nope. Drew. Dak got a degree in psychology, one of the easiest degrees to get. Joshua Dobbs has a degree in aerospace engineering facts and works for NASA. Dak has trouble with Dr. Seuss defense coverages. And this guy, aerospace engineer, man, and he still could play the game of football. Now, I ain't say he all talented enough, but most of his shit is intelligence and that type of shit. Dak ain't nowhere. You know, most of his shit is football. Psychology? Come on, bro. Come on. Okay, man, I wish people would talk more about why players suck in Dallas and go somewhere else and are all of a sudden good and clap at the organization. I'm not sure that I want to go to Dallas to play, honestly. I wouldn't want to go play with Dallas as long as Dak Prescott's still there. I don't think as a receiver I could play with a quarterback like that. Y'all see how CD be getting frustrated with that dude, bro? It seems like every playoff game, CD frustrated with this guy. I mean, come on, man. It seems like CD can feel his energy, man, and understand that he ain't about it. And CD be getting mad because he be like, come on, man. Like, and he see that fear in Dak, man. And he like, man, this dude ain't got it, man. Here we go again with this bullshit. You feel me? I just think CD can read this guy's, he feel this guy's energy, man, and he can tell off the bat, we ain't finna win, man. We ain't finna win. Dak delusional. Teams couldn't stack the line against Troy or Romo, but Dak, they can stop the run, make Dak beat us. Yeah. Yep. And it ain't even really putting 8 or 9 in the box. It's just playing close to the line of scrimmage. It's just moving your safety, well, not your safety, but moving your corners up. And your linebacker, yeah, even probably moving your safeties up a little bit because they ain't got to worry about that going over the top. And it's not because of the receivers. Sean Stern, Dak sucks, JB. Okay, man, I remember when Eli saw ghosts. I wonder what Dak sees. It's not a wide open receiver nowhere with that guy. Nowhere. Even when Eli saw ghosts, he got enough eyesight to goddamn win 2 Super Bowls, though. He had enough eyesight to get 2 Super Bowls. That, like, he must be colorblind or something, bro. Man, I don't know what it is. Hungry Heifer. Lamb's mama destroyed that. Gotta admit, that shit was funny. Hell yeah. DC Big Osa. You also notice that CD hasn't practiced with Dak yet since CD's mom said that Dak ain't it. Yeah, man. Yeah. Dak be out there throwing like whatever he was doing this year, CD won there. Last year, well, CD held out, but still, even though he held out, he still could have practiced with him. Can he go to the, even if he hold out, can he go? Yeah, because didn't Dak have the football in his backyard? I mean, the football field in his backyard? Sean, that looks like a duck in the headlights. Man. Well, not really, because ducks. Well, I'm thinking of them geese in my neighborhood that be goddamn cars be coming. Them motherfuckers just walk straight on the goddamn street. They don't give a fuck. Them geese don't give a fuck, goddamn. Drew, CD gets frustrated because when he gets double coverage, he is wondering why Dak is throwing his way. One read quarterback. That's why he be throwing the interception. He did that shit in the Detroit game. Forced that shit to CD in the end zone. Didn't even have to do that shit, man. That's why he's so predictable. That's why defenses be shutting his ass down. That's why he throws so many picks. He's so fucking predictable. That's the problem. Sean Saren, CD Lamb, I think knows Dak. So yeah, he do. I think he know, man. He know he suck, bro. For real. Okay, man. I remember Dak said it was okay when fans threw things at the refs. When he found out they were throwing things at the players, he said it was unacceptable. That's not a leader. Nope. Dak delusional. Go look at the film that got Dez, Gallup, and CD hurt with bad passes. I believe you that. I believe you that delusional. I sure do. Because they always got to contort their body in some fucked up way just to catch his passes, man. I'm surprised CD ain't never left a game with a concussion, bro. I mean, he used to get CD tagged, bro. Sean Saren, Dak is a one-read pre-snap QB that can't take the game over with his arm or his legs, and he's getting paid $60 fucking million. That's a fucking shame. Hey, y'all, I've been on here about 2 hours. I so greatly appreciate y'all for being here with me, man. I appreciate it. I'm going to head out, take care of a couple things. With Dak Delusional, K-Man, Sean Saren, Drew, Hungry Heifer, DC Big Osa. Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all. Official Famous Music, The Real Fan. Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to call it a night, man. I appreciate y'all for stopping by.